Welcome back to the channel. We are at Dragon's Den here in Pennsylvania in Honesdale, and today our buddy Mike, who have you seen in our previous interview with him, is selling us all of his games that he has in store. So Mike, uh, I know you're selling me all your games, right?
Yeah.
But can you give me the reason why you're selling all of them?
It's one of those things where it's two-part. One is to honestly help you out, get your career going with this. I know this means a lot to you. When we first talked and when you said you were trying to get your career off the ground, I said, well, how can I help? You help me out, so time to help you out. It's a slow crawl here, but I think it would better you than me to go get, this gone in your store more than mine.
Right.
I'm tabletop. I am Dungeons and Dragons, Magic, Warhammer, Pokemon. That's my realm. I mean, I do touch in retro gaming, but as you could tell, some of this is not exactly retro. But if it gives you the help, then I did my part.
I appreciate that. And would, of course, there's a specific demographic that comes into your shop. So, you would never opened up as a game store.
Well, my game store and your game stores are two different creatures.
Correct.
But a lot of times you will see similar, customer kind of basis with this, where it is, I've sold a lot of like the retro consoles. We do sell the hyper, the consoles back there that play everything. But I think this better helps you than helps me.
For sure. And would this stop you from buying retro games?
No.
No?
You need stock too.
Sure. It gives me a reason to come here.
It does give you a reason to come here.
So appreciate Mike for that.
Of course.
Today we're going to buy all the retro games he has. I'm going to let him keep the systems. That'll just work better for him than me. I just got rid of a bunch because you already know it's too bulky for me, but I'm sure those will sell for him over time as, slowly throughout the holidays and stuff like that for sure.
Do you want to see a cool one?
Yeah.
This is a cool one.
Yeah,
so if you ever saw these, this is by Hyperkin. This is the portable pocket for the Superboy. This thing's awesome. This thing plays all your Super Nintendo games on the go. So this is like if you go through hotels or like you said with the handhelds, you plug in a Super Nintendo game and you start playing. So if you need to get your Maximum Carnage on, you need to go play your, Link to the Past or whatever else you want to throw in there. It's pretty bad. It's pretty great.
Yeah, and you can plug into your TV too.
You
controllers.
Yeah,
I have that exact same model.
Isn't it great?
Yeah,
that's
it's
amazing.
And also, at the end of this, I'll link it in the description below. But I made a YouTube short showing that specific model and how it works and stuff like that. So
isn't it amazing?
For that one.
This is a pretty cool one too. Just real quick, I want to do a little shameless promotion.
Of course.
This will actually play all the Game Boy Color, Game Boy, and Game Boy Advance games. So if you have an itch to play gold, silver, red, blue, or yellow again, you just pop it in, plays on your TV. You don't have to worry about staring at a little, screen like we did back in our day.
Right.
I'm a little older than you, so you probably don't remember the days of Game Boy where, it's starting to get dark outside. Well, and I can't see the screen anymore, and I already used all the AA batteries in the house, and Dad's pissed that the remote control's not working. But those are awesome.
Yeah, it'd be cool to play on your TV. Yeah, for sure. So
pleasure to have you back, man.
Of course. Thanks for being on the channel, man.
Good anytime.
So these are all the games that Mike has right here. So Street 2, some cartridge-based games, some silver, yellow, some 64 cartridges, Star Fox, Snap, Resident Evil 2, and GoldenEye. You got a couple of Xbox One games, 360 Xbox games, stuff like that, but you already know the Nintendo stuff is always going to be the best stuff.
Of course.
To select. So we're going to go through it and look up some price evaluations, and then I'll see what we can do to work out a deal for sure.
What do you use?
Minty. That's the price evaluation app that we use. Yeah, so instead of price charting, I use this. Good thing about this is that, like I said, it shows conditions rather than...
Really?
Yeah, so... for example, let's look up Metroid, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna search up Metroid NES, and since it's loose, I'm gonna go to the loose tab.
Wow.
And it shows the different price evaluations for their conditions based off of the past eBay sales.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Does that work for like TCGs as well, or no? Trading card games?
I believe they're working on that, but right now it's just games.
Okay.
Yeah, they're still perfecting the whole thing, the app. but nonetheless, it's still a good tool to use, especially if you want to comp your games based off the conditions.
That's awesome.
So that's for the Metroid. Let's look up. Let's look up Street Tool for the PlayStation 2.
Do you remember Street 2?
Yeah, that was actually both Street Tools are my favorite ones.
I was using the what is it? Because I mean, there's 1,000 check your price apps out there. I was using price charting. I don't know if is this better. Do you think?
I think so. Price charting is like they just added Funko Pops and is universal. To me, it's I think it's outdated. You know, I mean everyone knows it, but when you're looking up price comps, you can't really, especially for cardboard. I think cardboard is number one. Price charting doesn't tell you how much that cardboard's sold for. You know, in terms of condition, you can find the $50 cardboard. Like on price charting, the cardboard will say $50, but that thing is destroyed to shreds.
Yeah.
And then you got a good cardboard that'll sell for 100, and price charting will tell you it's worth 65, 75.
Now, do you send your games out to get graded, much like I do with Pokemon cards, or no? No.
No.
Really?
But also, which the cool thing too is that this thing has a graded section as well. But like I said, it all just depends on the previous sales based on that game.
Right.
But it's a good platform, yeah.
That's wild.
At first, the developer told me he wanted to do TCG at first, but then he made it into a game app.
Well, there's a few there's ones where you could be like, hey, I don't know if you saw the commercials, like just scan this Pokemon card and it tells you the price.
Yeah.
What they don't tell you is that there's a price tag on that app that, you know, it's like $10 a month or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's up to you to determine whether you think that's worth it or not. Like we use like price charting because that gives you the price of graded cards, because grading cards right now is huge.
Right.
I know you can grade video games, and you've never done that, or you just don't have the urge to, or is not really, you never found that one thing you need to really get graded.
It's like when I find sealed stuff, it's not really worth grading. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not. And plus, I have to wait for that to come back. You know what I mean?
Same deal with us. It's not an instant thing.
Like I'd rather just sell it on the spot, let someone else. Also, I also gives someone else a reason to buy it because they want to grade it themselves, and I already know how much I bought it for. When I buy stuff, it's not intended to grade.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with the price that it goes for new, and then if they want to take it a step further, they can grade it themselves, resell it. That's fine. I'll be the middleman for that, but
Yeah.
for me to invest in grading and wait months for a quick flip investment, I'd rather not.
Well, there's a certain company that started doing that. My friend sent out a Pokemon card to go get graded. He pulled a $1,500 Lugia from back in Neo Dynasty, and he got it back, and he's like, this might not even be the same card. He's like, there's like, they gave it like a 6 or a 5, and he is like, there's no way this card was a 6 or a 5. So you got to be careful also where you go get graded. You know, Beckett's a lot harder grading than PSA. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was just curious. I know that's a big thing with like the Pokemon world and the Magic world is getting your TCGs graded. I was wondering if that was a like big thing in the video game world to get them graded too.
It is. It just depends what it is. Mostly the stuff that gets graded is the cardboard.
Really?
Yeah. Even if it's open, people grade it to preserve the condition.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen like a lot of conventions I go to, they'll have open boxed graded games, but they're highly graded. They're still worth a lot, but the sealed is a whole different ball game.
Yeah, well, when I was buying Pokemon Blue back in 1996, I wasn't like worried about the box condition. I wanted to go play and trade. You want to, you know,
Yeah.
you're like what, 10, 12? You want to play with it, not sit there and be like, well, if I keep this sealed in 20
It's an
years,
investment, yeah.
yeah, no, you want to play. You got to catch it all. Like, what did you care?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just how. I mean, the market's very weird today. You know, it's very finicky.
Oh, it's a finical creature.
Even if it's $1,000, you know, it's just very.
Did you watch the Video Game Awards?
I didn't,
No.
but I'm excited for that new Elden Ring
Yeah.
multiplayer thing because I love Elden Ring.
Did you watch?
No.
No?
What were we doing? I don't know what I was doing.
A lot of us didn't know what we were doing.
I don't think I was home.
I was watching it, and there's a new Turok. Well, a lot of them are sleeved in the corner, don't forget.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen him like They're making a new Turok on Instagram.
There is a new
Are they really?
Yeah, there's a new Turok
really
coming.
nice.
There's a new The Witcher's coming. The Witcher 4.
I think I seen that. The only thing I saw for the most part was No, I got you. I'm just checking the manuals.
Oh, okay.
If they're in there.
I was gonna say, yeah,
I know the discs.
Yeah, I got it. But a lot of it was like, I think Astro Boy won, not Astro Boy, Astro Robot or whatever won everything. Game of the year.
Really?
That's
Yeah, the
good
Astro
for,
Bot, yeah.
yeah, Astro Bot. Good for him. I almost said Astro Boy. That's funny.
That game just came out. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy how fast it won that award.
Do you remember Connect?
Yeah, Connect Sports is actually a great game. It's funny, me and Anthony were talking about this. We thought the Connect was way ahead of its time.
It was.
No controllers, just straight motion sensor. That's when did this come out? Like 2010.
2010. I was still, yeah,
Almost 15 years ago.
15 years ago. And it was Xbox on, Xbox off, Xbox go to Netflix,
Yes.
Xbox do that. That's wild. You know,
That was way ahead of its time. It was so good. I enjoyed it
poor
personally.
PlayStation just couldn't keep up. They tried. God bless PlayStation. No one tried harder to get, the whole was toy to work, and that never worked. And then,
Yeah.
do you remember back in the PlayStation 2 days, I want to say PS2, PS3, there was a holographic game. Do you remember
Sealed.
what the hell was it? It was like a monster fighting game, but they were holographic, and you can actually like touch them, and they would interact with you touching them.
For PlayStation?
Yeah, I think it was like PS. It was a long time ago. It did not take off because it was some no-name game that wasn't like that. But it was like Yu-Gi-Oh before Yu-Gi-Oh. Remember Yu-Gi-Oh was like the whole hologram thing where like
Yeah.
set of, Kaiba's fighting Yugi, and it's all like the Blue Eyes versus this, and it's all like the hologram of them.
Uh-huh.
It was almost like that. It was wild, and I was like, this is going to be the future of gaming. If you're an anime fan, speaking of video game world, SAO.
Okay.
If you watch back in November, I think it was like November 22nd or whatever it was, he officially beat SAO, and it was supposed to be 2024, November 22nd. Kito finally beats Sword Art Online. So that was kind of the whole stuck in the video game thing. And I said, that's going to be crazy when, that's where video games are going to be going pretty soon, is virtual reality and all that. And, hey, let's all meet up in the one lobby. Everybody puts on a headset. You're going to be in some lobby in the middle of wherever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if they can really get down to that science, I think that'd be pretty cool. Right now, VR is just not really like. It doesn't. It's not there yet. It doesn't like excite me. Like Beat Saber,
But
like the
it's-
MetaQuest. It's cool, but I guess I get motion sickness way too quick with that.
Then, yeah, it's not for you. We were in one bar down in Philly, had a VR bar down in like the one mall. And you could tell people were like, there's giant signs up like, if you have motion sickness, do not put this on. If you are sensitive to this, do not put this on.
Yeah.
You're going to be, upchucking in the trash can over there because it's just, it's not there yet. It's cool. It's amazing. But like you said, it's just, maybe in 10 years, who knows?
Right. Yeah. Maybe. There's a lot of technology going on with the, reading your mind and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
that's
to
what
be
we need.
fully immersed in a game like that. I don't know. It's gonna take a while.
Well, I mean, it's also privacy. How much do you want somebody in your head?
It's true.
Well, then you have nothing to hide. Yeah, but still, it's that whole, condition of, do you really want somebody in your brain that can see everything you're thinking?
Exactly. Everyone's already paranoid as it is.
Is there any games here bringing back memories of your childhood?
Street for sure. I actually used to play Lego Batman a lot. I never played any of the Lord of the Rings games.
The
Yeah.
Lego games?
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. No?
I wasn't. Don't hate me from the comment section. I don't like Lord of the Rings. It's just not. It doesn't appeal.
As he pans to the...
I don't know. It's just something about like
Get out!
like those fantasy kind of movies like that. I'm not into that.
It's
But
not for everybody.
I like
It's-
MMORPGs, but like movies and films, like I don't like Harry Potter. I don't like Lord of the Rings.
It's not your thing. It's not your thing, man.
It's not my kind of.
My sister was obsessed with that stupid... Not stupid, but stupid for me. I mean, this is my little humble opinion. The first couple were okay. It was that... how are they? The Fast and the Furious movies? And then when they started going to space and everything, I was like, this is dumb. And she's like, I'm a fan of this, and I even think this is dumb, where it's,
Yeah, when Dom gets superpowers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And then Hobbs and Shaw came out, and then just like they're like punching the earth
Yeah,
to like shred.
it's not Chris, Redfield punching a boulder into a volcano, and
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. People are taking such a turn.
you can just definitely tell with movies where they're just like, okay, I don't know what to do. Let's just remake something.
Yeah, they're just laughing at people saying, yeah, they're gonna watch this.
Well, yes, that is Skyrim for the Xbox One that you could also get for PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, smart fridge, phone,
Yeah,
smart fridge.
Skyrim has been a very still played today. It's kind of crazy
Yeah.
how long that game is lasting. And then I want to get into Elder Scrolls Online, but I hate monthly subscriptions.
Who wants to do that?
Yeah, exactly. This is also seal. That's cool.
I mean, that's the way, you're up to date with Ubisoft,
Yeah.
where they made that comment where it's like, well, people are just going to be okay with just renting your games, not owning your games. And I think for people like you and me getting kind of in the, not so much me, but more you in the retro world, where it's like, yeah, I bought Resident Evil 2 for the Nintendo 64, but at least I have the whole game and I don't have to wait for part 2 to come out, part 3, and pay another $50 for, a game I already bought.
Yeah. And then the DLC comes out. You got to buy another expansion because the one is outdated. Destiny is a perfect example. I bought Destiny on release. Now it's free. Both of them.
Yeah.
And then you can't play and do anything else without the DLC being, paid
Yeah.
for. So that's always trash.
It is. See, Driver is going to be fun because you gotta play the demo in the beginning, not the demo, the introduction,
Uh-huh.
where it's next to impossible to do.
It's the one when you're in the parking lot
Yep.
downstairs, right? And then you got to, like, do the...
And most people gave up on Driver because if you couldn't get past that, they're like, why? Why is the introduction so hard for a game that's like? I'm gonna be honest. Metroid was kind of I guarantee you it works, because we almost lost a day to it.
Oh, yeah?
We hooked up one of the Hyperlinks consoles to it, the Hyperlinks, and we sat there on the TV and we just played it. And it's like, you guys want to do something else? We're like, yeah, hold on a minute. I got to get to Ripley. I know it's around here. And then it's like a callback to my childhood.
It's a nice condition.
Not bad for a game that's older than what you two put together.
Yeah. How do you feel about Nintendo ever making a virtual reality headset?
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Nintendo in virtual reality.
Oh boy, you put that on and Pikachu walks up to you and touches your leg. And Pika Pika. And then you just go, holy crap, now I'm in the world of Pokemon. And then you just lose days of your life to this. And then,
It's a sad world.
it is a sad world.
If that excites you, then that's
Yeah,
so sad.
Touch grass. Touch grass. Go talk to a girl.
All right, so Mike, I'm gonna put the 99-cent ones to the side because, of course, they're just 99 cents, which is hilarious. This is the guys. He knows you can go to a game store and they'll still sell them for $3-4. Bro, he has them at 99 cents. You know these games are worth nothing.
You're taking him with you.
It's hilarious.
Throw me your trash can outside when you go. I don't care.
Like-
When I'm here.
Legit, like just throw these out at this point.
Well, it's weird. I used to have a 99-cent bin. Laugh all you want.
Uh-huh.
I had this kid come in and he bought like, oh my god, you have the iToy, and I was like, I have a sealed copy of like Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Nintendo. That doesn't excite you. The iToy for the PS2. But I mean, hey, everybody's got their different game that brings them joy in their life. That for me it wasn't Street. For me it was Resident Evil. For you it's a different one. For him it's a different one. You guys grew up playing Maddens. If Madden 12 is that one that you played with your brother before he left for college and you never saw him again, hey, good for you. Like that was the game that brought you guys together.
It's so depressing.
Yeah, it is.
Why would you say?
It wasn't depressing. It was a good memory.
Say, hey, yeah, I never saw my brother again.
Well,
Can I throw this in the dollar bin?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
All right.
I think it's hysterical that Rockstar Games made the ping pong one under there, and Grand Theft Auto. That's made by Rockstar.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
It's made by Rockstar. Grand Theft Auto, let's go shoot some hookers, but let's go play some ping pong ball.
So stereotypical too. All right, so with these, would you be open to doing like these are different because of course these are like in a whole different ball range of,
Yeah.
of pricing.
You're talking about the whole everything but this, like,
Right, I'll do those separate, but with these like disc-based games, would you do a price by each?
or you want to take.
Like-
I mean, I
like
want
the
them all
perk.
gone. Like, I don't want. You know,
I know.
Even these. Like, I'm sorry, but they got to come home with you.
Yeah, no, I'm taking everything. That's the plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bail you out. Don't worry.
I know.
Get out of jail for free card. I got
You're
you.
amazing. Sure. You could do price per each. You can do, hey, I'll offer you blank for the whole shank. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, let me count the number of games. That'll determine.
I'm easy breezy.
Okay.
What was your favorite game as a kid?
Need for Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a specific one?
Specific one would be Most Wanted.
Yeah. Underground? No?
Underground.
I loved Underground
I love
myself.
Underground, but as a favorite, it's not there.
Well, that was like a whole, like, build your car, customize your car, you know?
Yeah, I used to drive the Hummer every time.
Yeah.
I lost count.
I'm sorry, dude.
Sorry, the power of editing. 48. So it's 48 games.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do three piece?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so let me math this. 48 times 3. All right, 144.
Mm-hmm.
So for this stack, Mike has given us everything for 144. Most of them are going to be complete. Just very few have no manuals. That's okay though. They're low dollar games. And then for this, do you want me to do it by each, or do you want me to give you a whole price for them?
Whatever you want to do. Whatever's easier for you, my guy.
So you have these at 60. You do 40 a piece for these?
I'll do.
Okay. You take 10 a piece on these?
I'll do that.
Do 10 on Metroid?
Yeah.
Let me double check this one.
Yeah, of course. See, Resident Evil 2 on the Nintendo 64 was I got different prices everywhere on him
Yeah,
because he was one of those ones that, like, I already have a sealed copy at home.
gotta display that in the
Oh,
store.
of course I do. But I mean, like you know, like we talked about before, don't fall in love with your own product. Like, if you already have 2 copies at home, what do I need a third one for?
Right.
No, you don't. I need it. No, you don't. You have 2 at home. One sealed, one open. You can play it anytime you want. Don't get emotionally attached.
I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt getting rid of my collection.
Yeah.
Just gotta reinvest in it and find it again one day, at least to me.
But even like when you're like people are like, I'm looking for red and blue. I'm like, you'll find red and blue 100 times over. You'll always. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm in this tiny little town in Honesdale, and I've had red and blue come through the store 5 times already.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple copies my past come here, so.
Mm-hmm.
Would you take 20 for it?
25.
That's fine. So the total is gonna be 289.
Perfect.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, 289.
But yeah.
It's pretty good.
And you got a sweet Charizard pin out of it.
Oh yeah, and he gave me this. New pin for the hat. Fire. Oh, appreciate this, Mike.
Appreciate
We'll
you.
definitely be stopping by again uh, with that other collection.
Yeah.
You know, whenever
And
that's ready to go.
who knows? There could be another collection dumped here next week. Who knows?
And you give me the call and I'll be here.
You got it,
And
buddy.
I'll buy out the whole store again.
Look
with
forward to it.
terms of your games.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
But appreciate you.
Do it anytime.
Guys, check out Dragon's Den. I'll put all his information below in the description. Click on the link. Follow him on Instagram. He hosts a lot of different events. You got anything coming up, by the way? Any events coming up?
Ooh, what do we have coming up? They're not doing a lot till like January, but January is like the new Pokemon set. There's a new Magic set coming out. Lord of the Rings War of Rohirrim. I don't know if you just saw like the previous for it. The models are coming out for Warhammer. There's a bunch of stuff coming out. The new Star Wars cards, the new Pokemon cards. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to be nuts. And there's been a lot of talk with like, there's a new D&D book coming out that's like a new company publishing. So that's going to be really wild to see what they do.
Sure. So guys, if you guys are into TCG, tabletop gaming, come here, Dragon's Den, and hope you all enjoyed today's video. Plug in Nostalgia with Doshi. I'll catch you all later.